quarter number 3.
So that's the bad thing.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get
no
this
matter what type of defense you play on,
this is taken at the 3.
That man be launching it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Not right now. No, I'm playing franchise mode right now.
Out comes the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's Wentz to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
What are you trying to do tonight, Werewolf? Just cheer?
They'll run it with Sproles. He'll get about right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands.
It's so funny, man. Like the guys be having emotion on the sideline. Like they be yelling at each other on the sideline and shit. Yo, man, it's good, man.
They run with Howard.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
Tackle made there by Nick Perry. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think
it's good, like, because they do the posing and stuff too, man.
They'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper.
It's like funny too, man. Just to watch them do that, man. Like, watch them do the posing, throwing helmets. Shit.
Tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it tomorrow.
Slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And got probably grab another headset, a couple more joysticks tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that actually, I'm probably done this game. I'm gonna try to put that
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard.
What, 2K?
Yeah, he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown.
What is the mission that you
they
need help with,
move,
bro?
and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Yeah, that's too much.
Throwing now is Wentz. There's the first NFL catch for the former Stanford man, J.J.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. Yeah. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Oh, yeah. That's
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They're going to give it to Sproles. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Did you finish that yet?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Okay, so we got to do the pyramid.
Their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
Okay, so you
put your
already
shoulder
done
against the boulder
so
and start pushing and
and
try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This will be fielded at the 17. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Once you have all the things complete to do it, the final thing you have to do is go to the
10 now from the 33.
Go to where the big Bougie forge is, and then you have to use the bow to tap the hammerhead. You have to shoot spots on the floor that your AD has to
about the 38. Rashawn Melvin in on the stop.
Once that happens, all you got to do is kill
them. They can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 38, Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. 3rd down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
So if you say you're done with every single thing except for the last mission. when you
So
inspect yours,
now
what
then,
does it
the
say you
big
have to
play
do
has
next?
him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 43.
On play action, it's Wentz.
Yeah,
And this is
nothing
caught
people
at
right
the
now.
8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Howard. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Explodes. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and
The Rock still going 5 years later, and now they're going to have Red
his
Dead
3rd
Redemption. They're
touchdown
going to do the
now
same
on the
shit.
year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
They're going to milk that game for about the next 5 years, man.
Oh, yeah.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard.
Was Red Dead 1 the first Red Dead run long? Or they stopped putting work into that gun?
Nah, because it wasn't online, so there was nothing they could do with it.
Yeah.
This shit, though?
Yeah.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that addition. I think have running back.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks.
A data
they did that in
pad
the first
with the
half,
following
different
text.
angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come
Like,
up
I
with
know
a counter
where
to
the
that
data
and maybe
pad
do
is.
something different.
I just...
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
don't know what the fuck to do.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Sam Martin now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
All right, bro, you got to take that shit to Google and tell me
They'll
what
look
you
to
need.
set up his blockers. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
No. Yeah.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now it's Sproles. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go. Waiting. Don't get nervous.
On first down, it's Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and game.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin.
It says how to solve.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work
Serious
to do.
data pad comes to Riddle,
focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone,
which will bring you to Naomi Labs. Sarah's located at 7:04. Easy. Just sit down in the outskirts and so you camp.
Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have
shoot
the goal
paper
line
with bow,
actually
shoot
extend
stormcloud
up
with
into the
machine
air,
gun,
turn into a wall,
shoot
they can put their
temple
back against
with
it
sniper,
and know exactly where they are on the field, so they don't end up in the
shoot
end zone.
sunrise with
Didn't do it
bow,
on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
shoot star with machine gun, shoot hand with machine gun, shoot black armory symbol with sniper rifle. These are scattered around the main room, so refer to the video.
2nd and 18. Now it's him carry for Johnson.
Well, you want to watch the video and call out the
5 to the
symbols?
7-yard line. He was brought down by Camu Grugier-Hill.
You know what I'm saying?
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
No.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back.
I'm doing
this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. That's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got four. We got four.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, the pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I think
it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. Amendola catching it left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
Because you work for Bungie, bro.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run the 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
What you got on it?
First down, Stafford here. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Detroit. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford looking middle, and it's incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. The Lions on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Listen, you haven't got the business card to do it.
And I think that one might have been intercepted.
No, it's not just that, but I have to have a full set or a full gear of.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to
stuff.
step back.
I mean, I've got the weapons, yes, but I don't
have. This is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So
now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up
it's not worth me bothering.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting...
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time
I've already got here. Here's the thing, like I already got it, and it gave me a set of gauntlets, which I already have for my Warlock. So I deleted them.
On second down now. It's Howard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. For the Lions, an extra
I actually had to have all of the weapons. I had to have use all weapons to.
And he gets this only to the 41,
which I did.
Not near enough
so that
for the
wasn't
first.
the issue. But what I'm saying is that the part of the quest line, or at least the second step of the quest line, is that you need to have all the gear on, like every single thing that you're wearing. You need to have
Philadelphia. And to be frank, Charles,
the
probably
armor,
not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team.
This late in the game, I'm just not bothering with that shit.
You walked in and you looked at the advantages, and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable, and both of them came together.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles 0-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
I started the fucking conversation with it's disgusting.
I'm Brandon Gordon. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's not. Listen, it's only an 8.5 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10.